Hi, welcome. So we're going to start the stream with jump, fleet carrier jump. I'm jumping close by, not exactly at Shinrata Desra. I'm about 527 light years away. And so I'm going to jump there. And then I'll get some outfitting done. For the new Type 11. So I'm going to read off. Well, I don't need to read off. I actually did a video just prior to logging on, and it's not bad. I mean, they did some major changes. I think they overpowered the Type 11. So it's majorly OP. So welcome to my video. If you're watching this after the fact, please subscribe, check the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Most of you are watching after the fact. I actually apologize about that. I can't get the proper time where majority of you are on. Oh, reconnected. Oh, reconnected. Never mind. Usually it takes a few seconds, and it worked. That's great. Thank you for joining me. I'm waiting for a jump. I'm about 4 minutes out. And again, subscribe, check the like button, and leave a comment below. Your opinion matters. It matters to me. You are important to me. So leave your opinion. I didn't decide to actually buy the Type 11 till like just a few hours ago. I was actually gonna say the hell with it. But, you know, I have the arcs, and I don't think this year there's gonna be any other anything else you can buy. I don't think there'll be any more ships, in my honest opinion. The one I would be surprised about if they had the Anaconda Mach 2. I really think it's time for them to rebuild the whole roster of ships that they have. And they need a large. They only have one. They have lots of medium. So we have the Type 8. We have the Type 11. We have the Mandalay. We have the Corsair. Okay. We only have the Panther Clipper, which is the large. So I would like to see a Panther Clipper. Like ship, a large ship. Okay, so here's the thing. I got a new screen yesterday. So they have something called Taobao in China. It's kind of like an Amazon, and they have everything under the sun on Taobao. Believe it or not, they even have cannabis plants for sale on Taobao. Yes, cannabis plants in China. So I looked at this 34-inch concave display. It's like curved, I would say. Curved. Not flat, but it's curved, right? And I bought one with the original monster that I created. I created a monster of a CPU. I mean, I spent about $3,000 US to build this gaming PC. And the actual gaming PC, okay, it should be about 5,000 because the prices here are cheaper than the States. By the time it gets to the market in the States, there's about 50% in tariffs and taxes. So if your GPU costs $1,000, I can get that GPU in China for about $300 to $400. So I bought a GPU that cost $2,000. Yes, a $2,000 GPU. In the States would be $4,000. Anyway, I got the GPU in. I got the CPU, a gaming motherboard. I mean, I'm top of the line, everything on there. So I bought this concave display, and I really liked it. So, okay, let's do the jump, and then I'll finish off my story while we're going to Shinrata. Not many people on, but after the fact, I know you guys listen, so I don't have my video on looking at me because I got like massive 5 o'clock shadow. I'm tired, my hair is all scuffy. I just decided to turn the picture off. Look at that. That never gets old, let me tell you. It would even be nicer if it would be. Look at that. You know, the thing that I ask myself is, why can't the fleet carrier move from planet to planet? It has to jump. Why can't it maneuver from planet to planet? Like I set course. And we're reconnecting again. Alright. So my story, right? So on Taobao, I checked off that same flat panel, right? Well, not flat. It's not flat. It's concave display, 34-inch. Isn't she beautiful? She's an amazing ship. Look at that. I named it after one of my favorite AC/DC songs, Thunderstruck. If you don't listen to AC/DC, what is wrong with you? AC/DC is an iconic, once-in-a-lifetime band. Thunderstruck is an amazing song, by the way. Welcome. So this is one of my favorite ships. Okay, we're gonna go to Shinrata because there is no parking around Shinrata. Right? It's kind of like downtown Manhattan. You can't find a spot even if you sold your soul to the devil. Devil will give you a refund. Says, no, I'm sorry, can't find a spot in downtown Manhattan. Can't find a spot around Shinrata Desra. My God, man. Alright, so we're gonna go to Shinrata and get the ship. I didn't buy it yet. So we will do that as soon as I am parked.
We'll see you soon, Commander.
So I was telling you a story, right? So OBS is back on. OBS is back on. Do I have tone? I got tone. I apologize about this. I know you guys are getting this a little bit delayed, but I don't know what's going on with OBS. In 4 days, it didn't drop once, and now today it dropped 4 times in the last 10 minutes. Okay, so going back to my story. At Taobao, I put the display on watch, and it's not expensive. I told you, if you see this display in the States, I could probably sell it on Amazon for $400 or $500. It's a massively large display. It's concave, I want to say, and it's 185 hertz, 185, 4,000, 4K, right? So it's a fantastic display, and I got it on sale the first time, and this time it was full price up to like 2 days ago, and I was able to buy it. You would never guess how much, for $110 US. A display that I can sell in the States for about $500. Okay. And yes, I am bringing everything home once I come home, because that's exactly what I intend to do. I'm buying everything that I'm gonna keep for a while. Okay. So basically, I have two 34-inch concave displays in front of me, and one is the streaming computer, one is the gaming computer. And I absolutely love it. I feel like it's Star Trek, you know. It's cool. It's very, very cool. Okay, I think I fixed my problem. Hopefully. I dropped 4 times already. Alright, so once I land, I'm gonna actually buy the ship, right? And then we will outfit it, and then we will go to our special place that we will mine platinum, osmium, and painite. Hopefully the community goal has not changed, and they will keep the same one. And the thing is, if you put it on a fleet carrier, the truth is you don't get the community goal, right? But you only, to get the community goal, you just need to go and deliver it one time, and you can do that with a Panther Clipper. But you could still sell the ore to the station for the price that they have it on, because the price is going to be 100 times. I don't know. It's going to be like $1 million for a ton of platinum, something like that. At least that's what Barefoot said. I was watching Barefoot and Mars, Ghost Giraffe channel, and at least that's what they said. So I'm gonna park it, right, and then get the ship. And then outfit it.
Access granted. Proceed to bay.
Let's take a look at this beautiful ship. Going sideways in the mail slot. See, I don't know how to do this. Anyway, let's take a look at this going in. We're ready to go. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's a beautiful ship. I like that color with the flame looking things. I think that's cool. Okay. So anyway, I got a fantastic price for the second panel, which I'm very happy about.
Perform landing.
And no, not this. So we're gonna have to exit to main menu and buy the ship. Okay, game extras, and we want to pre-build ships. I think the price for the Galactic is a little bit too high. I think it's too high. So let's I think I can still buy. Let's go and do Prospector Standard. So I want to buy the Prospector Standard, right? I like that color. I really like that color. Toggle details. Let me see. So I'm gonna have garbage inside there, right? Utilities non-optional. So I'm gonna have to buy everything. And hopefully I can, right? Hopefully I can. So I still get a Prospector Owner Club decal. Who cares? Buy pre-built ship and performing transaction. Hopefully I get it. I don't have any snags. A little bit of lag. And I got it, right? You own this ship. So I should have it, right? Back. I should have it at the shipyard. Everybody and their mother is actually playing right now, I think. But that's why it's so laggy. It's usually laggy like this after a server update. There we go. Blackadder. Wonderful. Oh, Jesus. Blackadder. What is Blackadder? I disconnected from the server. I'm very proud of my screens. I have two of them, right? And you can do a lot when it's 34 inch. Believe it or not, you can do a lot. You can open up window. I can have 3 windows open at the same time, so I don't have to have tabs. Right? So it's because it's long, it's rectangular. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so let's do a swap. Right, we want to get the other ship, Prospector, and yes, I want her. Oh man, look at that. That's nice. Current location. Right, I want to make this the ship. Okay, so I have my ship. Okay, wonderful. Let's see how she looks. It's kind of a tight fit. Doesn't look like there's much space in this cargo bay. Couldn't they make a large? I mean, just a little bit longer, maybe a little bit more cargo. She's gritty. She's dirty. I like that. It just needs more rust. And I wouldn't mind having rust for a paint job. I would buy rusty paint job. Okay, so she doesn't look bad, but let's see. So we need to outfit and give it a name. But right now it doesn't matter. So we have hard points. Let's get the large mining hard point. We can buy the mining volley hard point, right? Can we buy this one? It's a 3C. Okay, 3C. So we're gonna buy that one, of course. Okay. And I actually prefer doing it this way because, you know, I know what when I know it's going inside the ship. So I got 1, 2, 3 mediums. 1, 2, 3 mediums. How many smalls? One small mining. Oh, okay. There's a 1, 2 mining hard points and a medium hard point. Oh, so I guess you can have a laser. These are medium hard points. Where's this one? This one's above, in the middle. Okay, these can be abrasion blasters, but this is an abrasion blaster, so I might not need to do that. These can be mining lasers. 2 big mining lasers is probably the best. Let's see. Okay, let's do 2 of these. We'll do that. I guess I left mining lasers here. I don't remember leaving mining lasers here. Okay. Why do I want to do this? I don't know why I'm because the volley's supposed to give you more, right? So no, maybe not. But maybe abrasion blasters. I only have 1Ds. Are they any higher than 1Ds? No. I don't want to do subsurface displacement. Definitely not. But I could do seismic charge. But I want to do seismic charge on the middle because of aiming reasons. You want to be, if you're off to the side, you might not get it. I really don't want to have weaponry. Pulse lasers, I have 3 small hard points for whatever. So my understanding of the mining volley repeater is that it's a abrasion blaster and it's also kind of like a mining laser, right? But I don't want to take that chance, so let's do this one with the mining seismic charge launcher because it's right dead center. Okay, so I want to be able to use that there. And yeah, I'm gonna use the mining volley like a mining laser, so I don't need mining lasers. So and then it says it's an abrasion blaster, but I prefer to fire off abrasion blaster. Fire it off. I don't know. Let's try both, right? Let's try both. Okay. So this is for science, right? We're doing this for science. I don't know what the hell's gonna come out of this, so we'll see. Another abrasion blaster. Okay. So we got the mining volley repeater. We got 2 abrasion blasters, a seismic launcher. So this acts as the laser, right? As far as we know. Do we need empty small hard point, empty small hard point, empty small hard point? Do we need weaponry? Not really. I actually want to get rid of this mining hard point. And this one is in the middle? Oh yeah, it is in the middle. Look at that. So I guess you can have like a subsurface, but I'm not doing subsurface. I refuse. So actually, if this is in the middle, I can actually do 3 mining lasers. Empty small hardpoint, empty small hardpoint. So these can be abrasion blasters too. Yeah, or seismic charge launcher. You can't have one 2B. Anyway, let's leave it at that. Don't need anything else. I'm not trying lasers. We can come back for that. Utility man. I do want to have my heat sink. Let's have a heat sink. I'm 11 minutes away. I'm not gonna wait for it. We can always upgrade. Heat sink. Pulse wave. Pulse wave. Where's my pulse wave? Pulse wave analyzer. Okay, we go for the high end one. This is underneath, right? Okay. And I don't need shields, but what I want is this should actually be on top. Yeah, it should be on top. Let me see. Move it to, where is this, in the back? This is in the bottom. That's the top. This is bottom? Yeah. Bottom, top, bottom, that's top, that's top. So I need this one to be in the bottom. But it is on top, I mean. Okay, we're gonna put there. And what we want is to have some defense, some point defense turrets. Right? Let's outfit it. Okay. We can always upgrade later. Okay. I don't feel good about the actual guns. She looks really dirty, like no one given her a bath in a long time. So let's add one more gun. Because we want to. Beam laser. Let's do all beam lasers. In case I do have problems. And then we'll do this. So I can put it on auto. And it could fire by itself. 1. Replace module. 2. And then 3 beam lasers. Alright. So I have one small mining hardpoint left. That's probably for subsurface missile. I'm not doing subsurface. I actually hate it. Okay, so we got 2 point defense for turrets, for limpet hatch breakers, right? Pulse wave and 1 heat sink. Core internal. I'm not gonna put shields. So I want to get. She's gonna be heavy. If I get military grade composite, she's gonna be heavy. I lose about 1.2 light years off of that, but I get a lot heavier ship, and basically, when I'm bouncing off of asteroids, I'm not gonna die. Okay, so power plant. We want to go with highest we can. I'm not doing Guardian hybrid. I'll just do regular, so I can upgrade it. Okay, thrusters. We'll do maximum thrusters. I got thrusters already set up, but we're gonna do engineering again. Okay, frame shift. We'll go with the highest we can. And let's see, 5A. I have pre-engineered. It's 11 minutes away. I should bring that here, actually. Do I have a 5A? I do have a 5A. Yeah, I do. I want to get this. So let's bring that transfer over. And if we're doing this, might as well do the thrusters because I don't. How high? 5A thrusters. It's already configured, so let's transfer that over. Okay. Alright. So these two are coming. Life support, 3D. Power distributor, 7. We can go with a Guardian. But I got these pre-engineered stuff. Where is it? 7. Do I have any 7s? No 7s. I got hybrid though. I got some Guardian hybrid pre-engineered Guardian hybrid stuff. No 7 pre-engineered stuff. I think I'm using it already on another ship. So why do I have a 7E? You know what? We're just gonna engineer it. So let's do a 7, normal 7A and engineer the distributor. What we want to do is do weapon enhanced. So this way we have plenty of juice for the weapons. Sensors, we're gonna do a 3D. I have to apologize for that interruption. OBS just completely froze and it killed my computer. Just froze everything. So I don't know what happened. Tonight I'm not having a very good night with the computer. So far I was working great the whole week, but it seems like tonight is not the night. Alright, so I'm very, very disappointed. 264 cargo capacity. I mean, it's less than the Mach 1 Python. I think you can get 280 in a Python or more. 302, something like that. Come on, this is seriously terrible. They need to have another community goal so we can get cargo racks, more cargo racks. This is horrible. I'm very disappointed. For what? And they stupid freaking. What is it? What is this? Why do they put? Why do they hangar compartment? I can get another 32 in that spot. So I'm pretty disappointed right now. I really am disappointed. Jesus. They couldn't put 2 7s here? And 2 6s? It's terrible. 264. I'll be going through this in quickly. This is for like short-term mining. It's not made for long-term mining. Okay, so let's. I know I got the. I know I got those 2 modules in, so I'm gonna get them now. Let's see. Let's put them up. Core. I'm really disappointed. Super disappointed. So I have drag drive on this. Right? And this one is my frame shift. SEO pre-engineered. So I can't go the distance in this. Honestly, I don't know how much I'm going to be using this, because the Panther Clipper, thank you for coming back. I have one person watching. My SEO froze up, my computer froze up, I don't know what happened. So I had to kickstart everything all over again. I'm not having a good night with streaming. So you really can't do much. You only have I have 264 tons of cargo. So at best, what I can do in the Panther Clipper, I can't. I won't be able to do here. I'm gonna have to go back and forth between my fleet carrier and this. Right? Do I need to engineer anything? Because the only things I was gonna engineer was the core internals, and I don't need to do that anymore. Maybe the power distributor. We can engineer the power distributor. Right. Let's do that. Let's engineer the power distributor. And we'll make it, well, I got charge enhanced. I'm not going to go and change it. So let's just charge enhanced. We'll do charge enhanced. It's okay. So I don't have that bad of a range to go to the ship. The system that I need to go to has my squadron carrier in. So it has limpets, so I can get limpets from it. So everything's working out. That's why I left it there, actually. I knew they were going to fix the limpet thing. And so here we are. Oh, this is horrible. 264. So my first impression of the ship right now is terrible. I don't have enough cargo. At least another 100 would have been nice. Another 100. I think they're counting us putting the stuff we did on the community goal into the ship, and I'm not doing that. I'm leaving it on the Panther Clipper. It's only 60 more, right? Okay. All right. So let's go to our designated spot. Actually, I wanted to beautify it a little bit. And I'm going here. 230 light years away. How many jumps? I don't have a fuel scoop. 8 jumps. So let's see how far I can go without refueling. Let's beautify it. Let's see what paint jobs we have. So I spent 16,000 on a ship, right? I loaded up the way I want. I'm really bugged. I'm really depressed about that fighter hangar. Paint jobs. So it does have quite a varying amount of paint jobs, and I do like the yellow. This one looks demolition. That looks pretty freaking cool. I actually like that. And there's my orange. Blasting orange. Very nice. There's the black. They do have the black. Corvus, if you're watching this, they do have the black. But that is really black. And they have kind of an ombre yellow. Kind of like a gray yellow. They have this one. I actually like this one. But it's a 16. It's a pack. The demolition one is cool too. So, let's see. I'm not getting the black. The black is too black. And so I'm gonna get this one. No. Right. And I'm gonna get the orange. Okay, so I got two colors. I actually like the other one. Let's see here. This one is demolition one. I like that one. It looks cool. Alright. Now I'm gonna not bother with the weapon detail thing. Let's see what they got for detail. Owner's Club? Owner's Club? Okay. Okay. I think that's a little weird. I like my decal, the one I made. This one. Squadron decal. We can leave the. Well, no. Let's leave the Owners Club here. Where's the Owners Club? Let's leave the on top. We'll leave the Owners Club on top. Oh, I got a brewer one. That's nice. Here, we'll leave this one on top. And then we'll, because you can't see it. So I won't be embarrassed. And then we'll change these to the squadron. Okay. Yep, those are the Titans. I only got to do 3. I joined the Titan War late. Okay. So, well, you know what? Let me see what else I can do. Do they have ship kits? Let's see what kind of ship kits they got. Sorry. One more thing and then we go. Ship kit. It has a spoiler. Kind of has like a hardline spoiler, and then they have this stuff. Like you put the stuff on like a cage kind of thing, so you can protect the body. Not like it's gonna do much. Wings. It has wings. Let me see. This. I'm not impressed. Bumper, not 16,000 arcs were impressed. These things. Who designs these ships? You need to retire, dude. Seriously. My daughter can design this better. It's hologram. The hologram's 16,000 by itself. You see, so you can buy just the ship and the holograms 32,000. So why would I buy the 60,000 one? Okay, so no, that's it. I'm done. Right? I don't need limpets because I'm gonna get limpets over there. So let's go to our We're gonna do 8 jumps. Let's see how far I can go on the fuel tank I got. Well, that looks okay. Fighter bay. I'm thinking they had to have a reason, right? So let's think of the positive instead of negative, that they're stupid. So we're not going to say that they're stupid. There has to be a reason. So maybe there's a ship that you're going to be able to buy, and you'll be able to do special type of exobiology with that ship, right? Let's see how good this is. Not bad. But I did put the so I got 527, so I put it all into the engine. So I'll be able to outrun any pirate. So I don't need any shields. And I got the military grade shield, so I'll be able to withstand some bumping. Imagine I put the shield and I won't have any cargo. 264? 264. Oh my goodness, God. 264. If you're listening to this after the fact, I am literally crying. Let's get out of the gravity. Remember, you can, all along the way, there's this plenty of colonization, so I can fuel the ship, and I don't need a fuel scoop. It's just a waste of space. I can't put the fuel scoop in the hangar bay. I wish I could. If I was them, I would do an update right away and get rid of the goddamn fighter bay. Jesus. What were they thinking, man? So it looks like this is the 3rd jump. So I got pretty good range. Still got 6 to go. I really think that they're planning on doing something with planetary ring exobiology. And maybe you use like an SRV. You have an SRV and you go out. You use a small ship like a fighter that you're gonna have to buy and go into the ring and do exobiology. Because you can't do it in. Can you do it in a ship? Can you do exobiology in this? No. So it's gonna have to be a specialized ship that you're gonna have to buy. And I'm stuck in the damn. I'm stuck in the Raven Tunnel. Great, Ivory Cobra. Wonderful. Complete, utter shutdown. I'm gonna have to log off because the Ivory Cobra says it's disconnected from the actual account, from the actual Steam account. So hopefully I can log in. This has not been a good night. I guess there are definite a lot of people playing right now. So that's probably why nobody's on. You guys came in and out of the chat to see what's going on. Okay. $264 tons of cargo. It went from I have 1,300 on my Panther Clipper to 264 tons. There has to be multiple teams. They don't communicate with each other. I think they kind of fight each other. There has to be like warring brothers, siblings that hate each other. It has to be, because how do you go from 1,000? If I just outfit it the way I want, I got 1,000 tons with the Panther Clipper, and I do fine in mining. Right? Getting more, like better chunks, doesn't mean that it's better quality. It just means that I'm gonna finish faster. Right? So I wouldn't mind having that volley on the Panther Clipper. Right? So I can finish the 1,000 tons faster. I wonder, can you actually only put it on this ship? It's the only place you can actually have this, because what's for sale, right? I'm not logging on. Here we go. I'm just gonna go AFK for 1 second to get a cup of coffee. Be patient with me, and because the connection's not doing well tonight. believe it or not, when I have a cup of coffee before I go to bed, I sleep like a baby. So I made myself a cold cup of coffee, kind of like a cappuccino. And I made it in a beer mug. I don't even know where I am. Where the hell am I? Alright. I hate when it disconnects. Then I get all confused and I have to, where am I going? Okay, I had to disconnect completely. Alright, so I still got how many jumps? 5 jumps. And I got enough baby for 3. So maybe that's a good name. Virus Federation. You know, sometimes it might seem like I'm bragging and stuff, like when I talked about the screens, the computer screens. I'm not actually bragging. I don't have a cloud on my body. Pain took care of all that. But I am happy when I do get like when I get deals, you know, like I got this deal and I kept it. It was on sale, almost half off, half price. So I was like waiting. I always do that. Before I buy something, I just wait. So I made the decision to buy it, but let's just wait to see if prices change. I did that with my laptop. I bought a MacBook, right? And I got a deal again at half price. MacBooks are pretty expensive here in China, so it was like $2,000 for the MacBook. And then I got a deal where I got it for 1,000. My wife's like, "No, buy. We have the money. We have it. It's okay. It's just buy it." Because we buy everything cash. You can't get a credit card as a foreigner in China. And being that I'm here, I canceled all my credit cards in the States like an idiot. I could have kept at least one. You need a visa. One of the drawbacks about going on a tourist vacation in China is that we're used to using Visa cards, right? We don't really use anything else. They're Union Pay. It's a Chinese system. And when you go shopping, it's basically Union Pay, Alipay, and WeChat. So you cannot. Most places just won't take Visa. And if they do, it'll take you 10 minutes to actually process the payment. They don't know what to do. Most people just use the Visa and Alipay. But Alipay does have an English version, and you can put your Visa card into the system so you can actually use it when you shop here in China. But that's one of the drawbacks to being a tourist here, is the payment systems. And the Chinese are just like, they put up a firewall. No Visa, MasterCard, no Visa, MasterCard. They have to do their own thing. And they're shooting themselves in the leg because people, the word gets around, right? Oh, you can't go shopping, and you can't use your Visa card. Don't go there. Most people, like, they go on a vacation. They're over the age of 40 and stuff. They're not going to use credit card. They're not going to use cash or anything like that. So they're not tech savvy, right? So it ends up that they actually suffer when they come here, and they find it hard to You know, even get food, go to restaurants. Restaurants don't take Visa MasterCard. It's mostly Alipay and WeChat. It's very convenient. I'm hoping when I get back home, I have a similar situation there. I saw that Apple Pay, they have a way to pay with that. Just use your phone. I haven't used a credit card or card to swipe. So when you go shopping here, you're a tourist. You just get off the plane. You find out you really can't use your card. You have to go to the bank and get cash. Most places are kind of, we don't take cash. They can't break the cash. Everybody's on WeChat and Alipay. It's just swipe. The barcode to barcode, right? QR code, actually. So nobody uses the cash. Nobody uses Visa, MasterCard. So of course they're gonna get bad reviews and they go, oh, you can't even go eat, you can't do this. I had a hard time installing my card into Alipay. It was so hard. So it's not really. But they require a few things: verification, picture, blah blah blah. So it's a pain in the ass. So people start not to come. I think the Olympics killed it because a lot of people came for the Olympics, and then the word got out, hey, you can't really go shopping, you can't go to restaurants. Payment processing is very important because you can't take your money that you have in the States and convert it unless you go to a bank and, you go to a money exchange service. Alright, we're almost there. 2 more jumps. I could have probably taken a fleet carrier, would have been easier. So, in reality, going on a tourist adventure in China, it turns out to be a tourist nightmare. Forget about leaving the big cities. If you go on the countryside, you're screwed. Take cash. And I said, most places they process through WeChat and Alipay. And so we kind of like, I'm not going to give my information to these people. I'm not going to give my passport, my telephone number. You don't have a telephone number, right? When you go to a vacation in China, right? So using WeChat and Alipay doesn't work for tourists. So that is the problem with going on a vacation in China. It's not like Thailand, Philippines. Even Vietnam is more open than they are. You don't need a VPN in Vietnam. You need one in China. So when I came here, I had a bunch of credit cards. I had everything over there. I had furniture and storage, everything. So I said, okay, let's put my daughter through school. Let's start the software company. I had ideas, and I got it going. It was working for a few years. And then, like a stupid idiot, I canceled my credit cards. Because you got to pay for them, right? So there are fees attached, there's this attached, so it's like, okay, let's just cancel them. And I should have kept at least one. So let me go to my fleet carrier. Where's my Ascendant? There it is. And get limpets, and then we'll go to the ring. So it should have limpets, right? The actual the actual update said that they fixed limpets on the squadron carriers. That was like the last line of the message. So what we want to do is be able to load up on limpets. Now, if it doesn't have limpets, I do have a station here, and I will fix this system a lot better than before. But now that I can actually delete things, right? But that's why I left the squadron carrier here, because I knew I was going to come here and I was going to mine, and I knew they were going to fix the limp, because everybody was like, "What, are you crazy? We're not going to carry limpets in storage." I really think they should increase the size of the cargo. I think we got gypped. I did some numbers. I got 25,000 tons for 5 billion. The squadron carrier cost 25 billion, and I got 60,000 tons. So that's 2.5 times more. So it should actually only be 12 billion, not 25. So I think the squadron carrier is overpriced. I think it's overpriced. Or they should increase it to 125,000 tons.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We hope you find what you're looking for.
But they're not going to do that. I'm telling you, I really think the teams at there's no synergy in the FDev at Frontier. I really think they don't work good together. I think they're just at. I think they beat each other up. They're not a team. It's like no one's thinking clearly, and I don't think anybody plays the game. I don't even think they got testers tested that game, right? So I don't think they're thinking things through. I mean, it's 60,000 tons is okay, but you know, wouldn't you like to have 125,000 tons? I think that would be better, right? 5 billion, 25,000 tons. 25 billion, 125,000 tons. That's my thinking. Okay. So I have everything in carrier services, right? So I should be able to get limpets now. Right? And yes, purchase limpets. So we're gonna max it out. We don't really need to. We're actually gonna be, let's do 200 because we're gonna load up fast. Okay. And let's go to our ring. Oh, fire groups. Beam laser, 1-1.
You have this off.
E-scanner 1, surface scanner 2, pulse laser 1, and I want to get prospector 2. Where's my prospector? Collector prospector 2. Okay. So I have to pulse wave mining. Volley repeater 1. Collector 2. Okay. This is for the abrasion blaster. This is for the seismic. Abrasion blaster 1. Seismic 1. Okay. Okay. That's good. Let's go to our planet. Oh, they said that you should see the, if you scroll over, they said you should see, where do you see the construction? All constructions. Oh, look. Alright, so here it is. So if you scroll over the, right, the actual system, there's a little construction icon here. It tells you all the construction within the system, what it needs, and if you press this button, you can actually see individually. Can you see individually? Yeah, you can see individually what it needs. So I got Takana Point, I need this much, and I need Wagner this much. Not bad, good job. At least they did this right. Thank God. Finally. Alright, so we're gonna go to the planet, that has my rings, and then this is the planet. It's 3. Where's 3? Here we go. Okay. Let's do it. I'm curious to see how this works. I really am. So, here's our ship. The new paint job. It's called Hazardous? Hazardous? Yeah, I like this better. See that? That's why I didn't buy the kit. 60,000. 60,000. That's not bad. Look at that. Yellow, black, with the striping thing. That's nice. I like that. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. Nice. Okay. That's a better look. I think that's a better look. Oh, I didn't do the heatsink, but heatsink you don't need to put in the, you got a hot heatsink. And all the other stuff is automatic. So I should be able to pick up the ring. There we are. So you have to swap over between combat mode and analysis mode for those watching this and they don't know. If you've already scanned it in analysis mode, you'll be able to pick it up again. And I want to go to this little cluster here that I'm pointing to. For some reason, them being so close together, Serendipite, Romplensite, and then I got a Painite and Platinum hotspot, and I'm gonna go in between the Painite and the Platinum, and I'm gonna head towards the Platinum. But somehow being so close together, they actually affect each other. I get a lot more deep core here than I got in other places. So I mean, we can do in a couple locations, but first we'll do here, do some platinum mining because I love platinum mining. And we'll see if this ship actually is OP or it sucks. Of course. Now I always turn off my night vision. I have to select the spot, the hot spot, so I can get orientation which direction to go. I'm gonna get Pirates Come, right? about that right now. We're just going to get our bearing and start doing some pulsing. She's a little fast. There's a pilot there. And this is the right kind of asteroid for deep core. But I think it's too early for deep core. And it's not completely like... What the hell happened? Okay, I'm going too fast probably. Let's see what I got. So, I think I could do... yeah, I could do 14 limpets. Okay, so I got nothing here. Contacts. Subsurface platinum. We're not going to do subsurface, but this is the type that actually I like. Platinum. She is pretty fast. So I'm going to open up the cargo scoop so I can go slower. And there it is, platinum. But if I start mining now, and I load up these pirates, which are coming by, are going to want to beat me up. So I want to have the ship on fire at will. So the 3 beam lasers that I got will fire at will. Actually should have. Are they mining also? Courier, Federal Assault Ship, Courier, and Imperial Eagle. I haven't been scanned yet. I have to be scanned before I start. Probably later on, maybe tomorrow, I will do more hauling. I want to finish off those because tomorrow is between tomorrow and Thursday. I want to be able to kind of figure out what I'm going to do with that system, finish it completely within a week or two, have it done, and then move on to the Nova Aquila 3 area to build another hub. And the third hub will be in the middle. So I'll have 3 hubs that can be relatively close together that I can get material from if I decide to keep colonizing. These guys are not scanning and they're not doing anything. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, they're attacking each other? What are they? No, what is this? Okay, so somebody's getting killed. Because I really want to try the mining volley repeater. It's out of range? How is that out of range? How close do I have to be? Let's see. Oh, that's pretty close. Okay, so they're gone. They're not scanning me. So let's see. Oh, that's wicked. That is wicked, dude. Nice. Very, very nice. Chunks, huh? That's pretty fast. Maybe they wanted to cut out the time. 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8. Nice. If you just started playing, you get raw material encoded materials and manufacturing materials for your upgrading, for your ship upgrade. What I recommend to do, because you're going to go and farm, or you're going to get materials. If you go pirate hunting, you go to a resource extraction site. Basically, that's where you're going to get resources like manufacturing materials. My suggestion is upgrade, go up. So the low ones, the low amounts, you go and get higher ones. When you're doing power play, you get, you're gonna get care packages. Oh no, here they're showing up, man. That's not cool. Yeah, I didn't get scanned. Yeah, they're coming. Damn it. So you're gonna get power play. Yep. Damn it. Oh, Jesus. Give me 400 what? I don't know how much I have to give you. But, you know what? I'm not gonna give you crap. Come and get me. Bye. See you. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted. How much did I get with that one? 17. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty good. Now they're gone. Right? That's what we want to do. But I'm going to get a tax. 440. How much would that have been? Well, they wanted like 8. Half of my cargo. Oh yeah. So I did get scanned. So I can go back and they're not going to catch me. They're not going to come anymore. Because I did get scanned. Still getting messages if they're not on my screen. I really want to do something. Oh, look at that. Let's see what that is. I think they're gone. Those are wakes. Highways, so they're gone. Where is it? So I have the boost. So I'm boosting over 500. So I didn't even have a conflict with these guys. So you really don't need weapons. Let's see. It's spinning on how many axes? God, it's spinning on turns. I hate when that happens. Let's see. It has surface also. Platinum surface. Yeah, there's one. Let's see if I can actually, if it acts like an abrasion blaster. Mining volley. It comes around. too fast. Nice effect. Look at that. That's really nice. I actually thought they were gonna make holes in the asteroids with this stuff, right? Good rocks. Nice effects. Here comes the thing. Let's see if this acts like an abrasion blaster. Yeah, it does. Look at that. So you don't need an abrasion blaster. So what the hell do you have all these spots for? This posture is depleted. I love the effects. Look at that. I actually thought I was gonna make holes, because it's shaped like one of these things they used to tunnel with, right? Nice, man. Very nice. I kind of like that now. Very nice. So let's keep going. So far, I like the ship, but then I like every new ship that they have out, and I like the paint job I decided to buy. I didn't spend 60,000 arcs. I did buy 2 paint jobs, so I did spend some money. 26,000. But then I would rather spend money on stuff I like and stuff I never buy, like packages. Come on. So I never buy packages. So I like buying so I bought an orange one, which orange is one of my favorite colors. I bought an orange one, and I bought this one, which is called hazardous yellow or something like that. Right? I think that's cool. And you saw that I boosted to 500, so, and it's not, but I got a fully engineered thruster with drag drive, so that's why I boosted so good. But I was able to get away from the pirates. Has a pretty good range. Okay, yeah, 37 platinum. Do I have any? 1 osmium, 2 osmium. Let me see, 2 osmium, 3 osmium surface deposits. So look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you picked up 2. Yeah, it did. Look at that. Nice. It does deplete very fast. That's good. The asteroid depletes very fast. For time-wise, you're... Mission objective detected? I've never had that before. Not in this system. What's the mission? Oh, mission objective detected. The actual limpets work pretty fast. Clone Commander says, I just picked out the T-11 too. Can't wait to fly it after work. What mining do you find best? I went out last night for laser mining and couldn't find ores I need for squadron. I suck at finding ores. Okay. Take down my system and come here. Follow the rings. If you go back a little bit on this video, which is good when it comes out completely, there is a cluster of hotspots Ceramderbite, rhomboblite, painite, and platinum. They're all linked together. If you're going between the platinum and the painite, if you land between there, and you go towards the hotspot center of the platinum, you can mine. Every other rock is going to be platinum. Look for the round ones like I'm pointing to now. This round one is always platinum. The system is COL 285 Sector SEQ D570, and it's Planet 3. It's ring, I want to say B, it's the inner ring. I think that's B or A. That's A. Look at that. So this acts as a abrasion blaster also, which is cool. The volley repeater is meant for laser mining. So you have to do laser mining with it, and it's not, and it's or surface mining, right? The abrasion blaster. So if you actually, oops, I just hit myself. So if you you can still do core mining here. I do find a lot more in this ring system than anywhere else. But right now I'm doing laser. If you add your, you really don't need shields. I put a military grade composite for hull, strengthen the hull. That's why I'm not too worried about getting hit or hitting things. But the only problem with this is that it has only 264 tons for cargo. For some reason, FDEP decided to put a hangar bay in a mining ship that can go 500, that can thrust to 500 plus. So, my opinion, I think that they're going to do something with kind of like a specialized ship, where they're going to do one, kind of ring prospecting for life. That's just an opinion. So, keep going. There's tons of platinum in the system. That might be a core. Looking at straight ahead. Let's see. We're gonna go that direction. You gotta be pretty close with the mining volume here. Completes pretty fast. So you're not really using your mining volley repeater too much. I don't even know you need to upgrade your I don't even know if you do need to upgrade your whatchamacallit, so far how much is it? 54 tons. We're almost full cargo capacity. So module wise, a power distributor, I don't even know if you need to upgrade your power distributor, honestly. But the only two upgrades I have is the frameshift drive, and I have the I didn't upgrade the power plant. Where is it? Frameshift drive and the pole and the thrusters, right? That's it. So you might not even need to upgrade anything on this ship. I'm probably gonna attempt to see how it will be without upgrading. Just see how fast it can go. I got over 500 boost, so no pirate's gonna catch me. No NPC pirate. I'm not saying the player pirate can catch me. They probably can catch me. So far it's doing pretty well. Mining is good. I'm doing platinum surface mine, laser mining, or volley repeater mining, because we're gonna have a CG, and the platinum, I think it was estimated it was gonna be like 1 million a ton. I already have over 1,000 in my squadron carrier. If you have not joined the squadron, I invite you to come and join my squadron. I have everything I need, so everything I do will probably be for the squadron. Like when Corvus comes back to the black, I'm going to help him with his suits, going to help him with his upgrading. You know, it gives me something to do, so I'm going to enjoy that. We should take a picture. You know, somebody said that my pictures suck because I'm using AI. Why not? If you can, why can't you use AI? Reprimanded for using AI pictures. There's so many pictures out there. I'm retarded when it comes to taking pictures. I'm sorry I have to use that word, but I'm not woke. I really, literally cannot take pictures. My daughter, on the other hand, is like the complete opposite. I think this one. Let's see. It's nice. It's round. It's platinum-like. Yep. Mining volley. It does a good job. It really does. It completes with the actual design. Yeah, pretty good. Nice. My first impressions. Cargo capacity is too low. I like to stay out in the ring for a long time. A long time. She is, though, very maneuverable when you add a fully engineered thrusters, right? She has pretty decent range. Right, right now the ship range says, let's see what it says for range, 25 and 36, right? But why on God's green earth did they put a fighter bay in this thing if I can thrust at 500? And I'm selfish. I do not want to share my profits with a deadbeat who's sitting in a crew lounge smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, waiting for me to call him in the credits. Seriously? At least he can do is mop the floors, right? Clean the toilets. He won't even do that. Whoa. I'm an elite fighter pilot. I don't clean toilets. So it is a problem trying to get your pilot to do things, you know. I'm here to help you, man. You need to give me my profit no matter what. They gotta be paid on commission basis. They go out, right? They go out, then they get paid. They don't go out, they don't get paid. Let's see, do I have anything else? My stream is starting to give me problems. It says that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. Oh, come on. Yeah, here we go. Here's one. Oh, she's very shiny. Let's see if she's core. Oh. Yeah, I'm having problems tonight with the stream, maybe because everybody on God's Earth is playing video games at this hour. Why? It looks so nice. No. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. But even with the cargo capacity open, with the cargo thing open, I'm doing 222. Right? And I only got one pip for engine. So I do like that. I do like that. I do like the maneuverability. But if I can go that fast, why have a cargo? Why have a thing? Why have a hangar bay? That drives me nuts. Okay, this is the right shape for core, but it has nothing. Okay, keep going.
Asteroid scan complete.
Slow to the left. Oh, I'm gonna hit the side. Slow down, slow down, slow down. In this universe, palladium is cheaper than platinum. That makes no sense. On our planet, palladium is more expensive than platinum. On Earth is more expensive. I don't know why. Is palladium less expensive than platinum? God only knows. I might just stop a little bit because I have been going for a while. This one has a 5. Okay, keep going. Those have they usually have good platinum. Yeah, so you're limited in the amount of mining you can do. So if you have 264, you're not going to do 264 because you're going to actually put less. Because if these collector lipids actually get as much as you're gonna get, then you're gonna fill up pretty fast. But I haven't reached maximum yet, where I have to dump lipids. There we go. Not bad. Mining volume here. Pretty close. You do mine faster, so that's pretty good. So it's not like you're spending hours doing it. But I like to put some good music on. You know, listen to the music, listen to the tunes, and mine. I don't mind doing that. What I would have preferred instead of this, I would have preferred a hole, so that you can do the subsurface. I would have preferred like kind of a boring laser that I can do subsurface mining with. Not bad. So you do get more fragments, that's a plus. You do fill up faster. The asteroid gets depleted faster. The limpets are faster. Okay, the volley repeater can do two things at once. Can do the laser mining that you used to do, and then you can do the abrasion blaster. So you don't really need an abrasion blaster. So that's a waste. So you just need a seismic launcher, charge launcher, and you need subsurface missile. But I think what they're gonna do is ring system exobiology, and you're gonna have a special ship, and you probably will have to fit something in those mining slots to do kind of scanning. But the special ship will be like an SRV that you can scan and maybe take samples with. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating, right? That's because why would they put a fighter bay in this? Why? So it's always, you know, they're making this. They made the colonization first, and then they put the Panther Clipper. I would have put the Panther Clipper first. So maybe that's what they thought. Hey, let's put the mining ship first, and then we'll do the exobiology, and then no one's gonna curse us out for putting a fighter bay in mining ship. But it has pretty good, even with my cargo thrust. Yep, look at that. Nice. Let's see if this is something. I'd like to do one deep, but it won't be. It'll be surface. Not eight. No, still too small. This is all subsurface. Yeah, I'm not doing any subsurface. If you're listening, FDev, I hate subsurface because I hate those missiles. If you want to do something special, upgrade the mining probably so it can do subsurface. Seriously, that's what you should have done also. Because I really hate the subsurface missiles. Going too fast. I only got one pip to the engine. Not bad. It really is not bad. I actually think it's not bad at all. But the volley repeater actually killed the limpets. Not bad at all. Well, they still get me to do more mining, right? Now, what you can do is you can use your fleet carrier or squadron carrier. You guys can do like a group session. Here's a thought for those listening. Do a group session. Four guys going out to mine, right, for the community goal. Put your ships on squadron carrier. Do not unload. Go to the community goal hub, or the station that you have to sell your stuff to. Sell your stuff, get back on the ship, fly back. So this way you don't have any interventions, any pirates or anything like that. You will be safe. Relatively safe, right? That's a thought. That's what I would do. But then I think of lazy ways of doing this game. Instead of flying at 8 jumps to the CG Gola, which I might get interdicted at 10 times. I'd rather just put on a fleet carrier and fly there one time, and that's it. Let's see. I saw it has a surface deposit. What are we looking at here? No, it's subsurface. Okay. What is this? Sumerian. Refinery full. So now I start dumping inventory, so I gotta dump the limpets, but I can actually just get more limpets. Okay. Still haven't found a decoy yet. I get I got bad orientation sometimes. I think I have to go towards the paint island. I go towards the paint island, spot more of those core mines. But I find more platinum coming here. Come on. Thing keeps bumping against the ship. There we go. I have to stop the ship in order to leave the cargo bay. Maybe we'll have it. Subsurface I don't do. It is not good. Core mining, yes. You can't do subsurface with the volley. Volley is more effective than laser mining. A-Knight, 27%. Very nice. Yeah, so this is more like it replaces what the volley replaces is the surface, is the laser mining, and it replaces the abrasion blasters. Because it actually does a better job than abrasion blasters. So you don't need abrasion blasters. And then you don't need mining lasers. But if you want to do subsurface, you need the subsurface missile. Okay? But I hate subsurface because it's just it's 10 years old. They need to upgrade it to something different. So I'll only do core and surface mining. That's it. If you do core, you need the abrasion blasters to knock off the chunks off the asteroid, right? Because you should have anywhere between 10 to 14 of these chunks that you can knock off the... Oh, I'm full. Let's dump some cargo. And so, basically, the volley is for subsurface. The volley is for surface, and core mining if you're gonna knock off the chunks. It's really for surface, but it is more effective than the laser mine. It is. If you go towards the Painite hotspot in this ring system, you're still gonna get the platinum. Platinum is the core mineral in this ring. So if you do these little round ones, you're gonna get platinum. Sure. Painite, and osmium, and platinum. These are the ones that the community goal seems to want. So I plan on delivering maybe one or two Panther Clipper size cargo hold full, and then the rest I'll just deliver from the fleet carrier. I got about 1,000 tons of platinum on this. Yeah, so you don't need a lot. You just need the seismic charge launcher and the volley, and that's it. You don't need anything else. So why they actually put so many mining, they restricted the hard points. So I don't know why they did that. And here we go. Here we got a core, right? Let's test it out. There's a core. So this has, it still has 13 platinum on it, so I'm gonna actually mine it. Probably not. Let's do the, so it's, orientation is one direction, so it's one axis, right? Right, so let's get straight and let's move this way. Okay, so I want to be here and seismic. Okay. Average. Okay. She's pretty maneuverable. Low strength. Low strength. Did it get it? Yeah, I got it. And this is high strength, yeah. Let's get this one too. I still need one more. Down. This one is average. Ah, God. Let's get the one on top. Still got 54 seconds. Okay, that one doesn't seem to be rotating much. That's the average. 26 seconds. Ah, overdone it. It's okay. It's pay night.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
I'm not gonna get much. Only 3. But for science, we're gonna actually just get the surface deposits using the polymer. Not bad. You do need a shield, I think. If you're new to this, or you haven't had much practice, you're gonna hit the side of these rocks. And so I do suggest that you get a shield, but getting a shield means less cargo space. It's not bad. Not bad as an abrasion blaster. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's see, do I have anything up here? No. I got one surface deposit painite. One left. There it is. Yeah, you're definitely gonna hit the sides, or you're running a bigger ship. You need, like on my Panther Clipper, I'm running shields because it's bigger, it slides, it's less maneuverable. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Didn't do a good job. Sorry, guys. I feel less of a man. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, so you don't need a lot of stuff, so I don't know why that was so necessary to put, like, literally the hard points designated as mining. So maybe it has something to do with that mystery. They're gonna do something along the lines of space exobiology instead of planetary exobiology. They did do a good thing about the 750 meter range. That works out pretty well, because this way you don't have to run around. You can just scan from a distance and go towards the area that you can scan. But like, you don't even need guns. You saw I was able to escape the pirates. Just boosting a fire. So why even have do I have any surface? It looks like I have one surface.
Asteroid scan
so I don't even think I need lasers. I don't need weapons. Just run away. I'm gonna get fully loaded soon. Well, I was fully loaded. I had like more than 300 tons, so we're still boosting at 500. This problem. Look at that. That's the abrasion blaster. So you don't have to swap in between the volley and the abrasion blaster. That's a good thing too. That helps. That was annoying. It's not bad. Okay, overall rating, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, because of the lack of cargo space, I have to dock 2 points for that. The volley repeater rocks. The limpets are fast. The what's it called? What do I have? The universal collector limpet thingy, whatever, that gives me 14 collector limpets. Let me see, what's it called? Let's see. What the hell is it called? The MK Mark II mining multi-limpet controller. That is awesome. That is a great invention, by the way. Very, very good. Okay. And so, overall, I would say I give this, I have to give it 7.5. I want to say 7.5. I have to give it 7.5. Actually, 8. Take 2 points off for the cargo. Not enough cargo capacity. Actually, take off half a point or 1 point. No. I'm sorry. -1 point for the fighter bay. So I would say it's a 7. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 7. I'm really disappointed about the cargo, and I'm disappointed about the fighter bay. If they tell us in advance it's going to be used for a specialized kind of space SRV, then I would say, okay, I'm going to give them back the point. And if they do a CG where I can get more cargo, right, I can turn the 6s and get like I can turn them into another 100, right? Then I would be very happy. But right now, I'm not happy. I'm almost full, right? Look. I got 1 Osman. So, for the long days, where I'm just sitting there and I want to actually mine and listen to music, or maybe I'm watching a movie and I'm mining, doing like 2 things at once. Whatever. I mean, I guess we have to do what we get. We have to do with the things we get. So, what is this thing? Palladium. Nice big chunk of palladium going down into it. So overall, I'd say it's a 7. A 7 out of 10. And I take 2 points off for the cargo. And 1 for the fighter bay. I'm not gonna hire a deadbeat fighter just to sit there and collect cash. Doesn't even clean out his own coffee cups. And he doesn't make his bed. What good fighter pilot doesn't make his bed. Come on, man. What a pig. I'm gonna fire him. Fire a woman. Men are pigs. Excuse me. I'm role playing now, so. Come on. What happened to my prospect Olympic? Oh, I'm doing collector. That's nice. Okay, nothing. Let's keep going. You do have to be wary with the speed, even with the cargo scoop open. With one pip. You basically have amazing speed. So you have to be very, very careful. Come on. They keep dying coming out of the ship. So there's 220 with a cargo scoop open. I'd like to see how it does on the surface with those crystals. I wonder how it does. And these limpets. I wonder how they do. Disemboweled usually does a good job at testing things out. Like, but he doesn't do videos. Mars does. Okay, contact. Do I have subsurface platinum? I just have one subsurface platinum. Two. Okay, so let's just mine this. It has painite and osmium. I'm not close enough. I gotta go closer. Yeah, you gotta be like within 500 and something meters. I think the closer you are, the less limpets you kill also. Okay, so I have to dump some limpets. Dump 14. So overall, the ship I would say is a 7. Alright, let's give it 8. Let's give it 8. Take 1 point off for the cargo, 1 point off for the fighter. A useless, unless they actually do an SRV, space SRV that we're doing exobiology with. So that's a possibility. Who knows? But right now it looks like the fighter hangar bay is useless. And it has too little amount of cargo. So an 8. Let's say an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I changed my mind. Speed is great. It does have speed, so you can accelerate and outrun pirates. You really don't need a shield or I already got attacked by pirates, right? And I didn't go down because I had the military grade hull. I didn't go down at all. So let's get rid of one more. Okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, you do get full pretty fast. You do get full pretty fast. The new module is pretty good too. Multi-limpet controller, very good. I really like it. The volley repeater is not bad at all. Like, it does two jobs. Price of it should be more expensive actually. I think it's only $600. Was really fine. There we go. And I got subsurface. I hate subsurface. Marine. I do like the graphics. I really like the graphics. Okay. Have at it. Not bad. I'm already forward. Yeah, you do get a lot more, but your actual cargo bay is less. So you finish faster. So maybe I would go with 180 limpets. I'm really disappointed too. They need to do another CG with what you call it? The cargo. Yeah, they do. They just do. Okay, so I'm full again. Alright, let's go. They really do. If they do a CG, then I will be super happy. If it's 2 or 3 more 6s, like an engineer should be able to open up the cargo. Right, so you can upgrade the cargo to the next level and get a little bit more space. Maybe that's what they're planning. There'll be an engineer. Maybe there'll be an engineer hard to say. And she was moving pretty fast. Platinum 17. Alright, let's do it. Why not?
Asteroid scan complete.
What's good about the Raleigh repeater is that even if the asteroid has less than ideal amount percentage wise, like I did a 17, you're still gonna get chunks, larger chunks and more stuff. So you can probably end up doing more asteroids that are less or less dense than ideal. Okay, very nice. Alright, let's keep going. I'm almost done with it, so I might just finish very short. Head to my squadron carrier. Be nice to find another hotspot, another core asteroid. Look at that, 50. Beautiful.
Asteroid scan complete.
Too close. Yeah, they're killing me collectively. Awesome.
Maximum capacity.
Yeah, you fill up pretty fast. So another, I got 15 limpets left. So like, the cargo capacity is the problem. That's the biggest problem the ship has. So they need to do either an engineer that can give us larger cargo, whatever, and then or another CG. Because right now, 264 is just not cutting it. It's just not cutting it. Yeah, so these need to be at least 128 somehow, double in size, or even 50% would be nice. Just to have another 100. That would definitely be good. So now I gotta dump these guys because I have they're too fast. So they actually collect too fast, and I have less cargo. So I only have room for maybe one more. Let's do another rock. That's it. Another round. What am I doing? I went nowhere. Yeah, so the actual cargo capacity is a problem with this ship. That's the only problem I see. So the actual fighter hangar bay would have been even 30 more would have made a big difference. Look, I'm already.
Asteroid scan complete. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay. Pay night.
Engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, so I would have made it larger. Or they need to do an engineer that can do cargo racks, or they need to do another CG supply. That will solve the issue with the cargo capacity. For some reason, or just make a special cargo rack that can go into a fighter. Complete. So let's get rid of this one. Okay, I'm full. Dump the remaining liquids I got.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So overall, I give it an 8. Not bad. Alright, let's empty out the refinery and get rid of the platinum. We got all paid right now. This one's full. Okay, so that's it. I'm pretty much done. I'm full. Vent it. Oh, I can't. That's it. Alright, so osmium 19, 26 paint rate.
Limit expired.
Let's dump some osmium.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, I'm full. Now I'm full. I still got some space in the refinery.
Collector limit expired.
Okay, that's it. Alright. Let's go to our ship.
Cargo hatch. Cargo scan.
Okay. Just with one pip I got 480 boost. more pips. 510. So you can outrun the pirates. Any pirates.
Frameshift drive charging.
You can outrun any pirates.
3, 2, 1.
You don't need weapons. Unless you play in open and you need to fight non-NPC combatants. She doesn't overheat too fast, so the heating component is not bad. 43. Slowing down the part. Always a problem. Don't worry about getting interdicted. If you have a fully engineered thrusters, you're definitely going to outrun NPC pirates. I wouldn't worry about it. Just have good hull if you don't have shields. But if you have shields, you're going to have even less cargo capacity. All my guys are going to suck.
Our carrier respects careful pilots. Watch your speed at her. Access granted. Proceed to your allocated pad, Commander. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax.
Not
Your
bad.
docking
Not
computer
bad at
is
all.
in
I gotta
control.
say, it overall, I like it. I like the color also that I chose. I really did that.
Landing gear deployed.
And you really don't need to do a lot of engineering. Maybe the thrusters or maybe the frame shift drive if you're going to actually not use your fleet carrier or stuff around.
Landing complete. Solid approach. Enjoy
Okay.
your stay with us.
So what I want to do is dump the cargo. And I know what you're saying, well, you're not going to get the point. No, I don't want to stay with this cargo. Right? Here's what I have. I have on the fleet carrier, I got 4 monazite, osmium 102, painite 158, platinum 1000, rodplumsite 18, serendipite 12. So what I want to do is deposit, right? Osmium all. That's another thing about the. I love the way you do the deposits too. Right? You get a kick out of painite 30. All. Okay. Deposit. What? Painite 36. All. Okay. Okay. Deposit. Platinum 221. Alright. Not bad. Do I have any more? Because the painite emptied out. Okay. There's no more. Very good. So that's the stream here, boys and girls. Overall, the ship itself is not bad. Like I said, I gave it an 8. I had it 7, but I had to give it 1 for the thrusters, the maneuverability. I don't see a need for all the hard points. Maybe they would have been able to add more cargo if they had less hard points. So you just need the volley and you need a seismic launcher, and that's basically it. If you're gonna do subsurface, you need one more point, but you can use A2. You can use one of the second class hardpoint to add the missile, subsurface missile. But you don't. I don't think you need it. I really don't. I hate using it. So let's take a picture. I don't like the way it looks on the. I like when it's spread out. The cells are spread out. Alright. Let's take a picture. Nice. I'm going to save that. T-11. Alright. Not bad at all. Actually, not bad at all. So, that concludes my stream. I want to ask you to check the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, for God's sake. I'm not going to kill you to check the subscribe button. I'm not asking for money. Let's get our fleet carrier here, because I have my other ships on that, right? I don't have much tritium. Not good. How close is it? 200? Okay. Alright. So that's the stream, guys. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for sticking around for whatever time you did stick around. That concludes my session. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I hope you got an idea. If you are going to buy it, I do recommend the standard version. You can still save a lot of money by getting the kits, and it'll actually cost you less. And I didn't get a kit. They don't. I really don't like the way it looks. But I did like that paint job. I do like the paint job. And so, thank you for joining me. Enjoy yourselves, and you have a good night. 07 Commanders, this will be the end of this